Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of calculating personal budget. This is standard 7.13b in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 43 off the 2016 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So one thing they don't put on the table here, but very important, is that she earns $800 a month, and this is her monthly budget: college savings, car payment, cell phone, clothes, food, and other. So we simply need to find a statement that is supported by the information on the table. That means we need to find a statement that is true. So $800, and what we're going to do is we're going to take percentages of this 800. And so what we can go ahead and do, if we want to, is we can just go ahead and do all that calculation right now. So 10% of 800. Well, that's usually a pretty easy one. If you want to do it the slow way, right, you turn the 8% into a decimal, 1, 2, move it over twice. So this would be 800 times 0.1, which is just 800 with one decimal in. Most of you know that if you multiply by 10%, you just move the decimal in once. So that's going to be 80. So this is $80, right? And then this 25%, there's two different ways we can do that. We could go ahead and just turn this into a 0.25 times 800. And we could multiply that, but that's going to be full 2 digits right there. So that's 0040. That's 00016. Some of you, however, might have realized, though, and we get 2 digits here, so we need, that's 200. Some of you might have realized that 25% is the same as 1/4. And 1/4 or 1/4 of 800 is 200, so you could have mentally done that. 20%, well, you know what? If 10% is 80, let's just double that and get your 160. And if 25% is 200, let's just double that. 50% is just half. Let's make that 400. So now we've got our amounts. Now we can start evaluating these statements. So Felicia spends 10% or $80 of her monthly budget on clothes and food. So we're going to say equal clothes, which is 50, and food, which is 100. So they want you to say that 80 equals 150. That is incorrect, obviously, but the tricky part is to get that 80, because that's not given to you. So A is incorrect, but that's how we're going to evaluate each of these statements, is just to turn it into an equation and see whether it is true or not. So B, Felicia spends 25% of her monthly budget on her car payment. So simply $200. Does that equal your car payment of $275? No, it does not. So that is also incorrect. 25% is 1/4 of her entire budget. Yeah, 275 is actually greater than that. All right, so C, Felicia spends 20% of her monthly budget on college savings. So her college savings right here is 200, and we know that our 20% is that 160, because remember 10% is 80, so 10% times 2 is going to be 20%, so 80 times 2 is 160. Once again, it does not work, so let us really hope that it is D. She spends 50%, or remember, this is half. So half of 800 is 400 of her monthly budget on her car payment and her cell phone. So car payment, $275. Cell phone, $125. Let's go ahead and line that up here, $275. 125 hopefully equals 400. That's 10. 8, that's 10. There we go. Finally looking good there. Our answer here is D.